So today, there's a couple coins that I've been meaning to look at for a while. People have been talking about them all the time. CPC, AXP, and WePower are three of them. There's a few other ones that people have really just been talking about nonstop and asking me to look at. So I figured that I'll look at them live and show you guys what I do when I'm looking up these different coins. And, maybe it'll help some people seeing the different strategies. Before we get started, though, I don't own any of these coins right now. Obviously, I'm looking into them and might be buying them, but just to disclose my position, I don't own any of the coins that I'm going to be talking about today. So the first one let's get into is CPC chain. There's so much hype about this. What is it? CP chain. People have been nonstop talking about this, shilling this, and honestly, when people are talking about a coin like this and shilling it like that, I don't like to buy it just because, that means everyone's already in it and waiting for it to break out. There aren't people trying to find out about it that are going to flock to it. So, like, if everyone's already shilling it and everyone's already in it and it's not moving, then what do you think is going to happen? You think all these people are just going to go to it all of a sudden? No, people are going to start selling it. It's going to die down a little bit. It's going to lose the hype. And then that's when I buy it, when it's bottomed out. Like, I'd like to buy it in this area towards the bottom. I mean, you can see already the hype's dying down a little bit. But it's because of the market for the most part, this volatility, and because of the exchanges it's on. So, when I'm looking up this coin, first thing I do, if it's listed on CoinMarketCap, I go to CoinMarketCap. I look at the market cap of it. This is a newly listed coin, so they don't have the market cap. We'll have to find out some details about the circulating supply. In my opinion, total supply never really matters because the price and circulating supply determine the market cap, so I'm only concerned with the market cap. First thing I see here is that it's only listed on IDEX and EtherDelta. These are both decentralized exchanges. This is what you expect from a coin that was just recently listed, and this is something that I like to see actually. You guys know that I like mid and low caps, and seeing that it's only listed on these two decentralized exchanges is actually a good thing for me because I know that if it's actually a good coin, in the future it can get listed on something like Binance or KuCoin, and there's a lot of room for it to grow. It's on Bbox as well. That's true, it just got added to Bbox, but I don't think Bbox is a very good exchange. I would never use it. So again, that's a really small exchange. And, that's how I would get started. I would see where it's trading. Next thing I would do, I'd like to go to the Bitcoin talk, but they don't have it listed here, so we'll go to the website. The first thing I want to do is find the white paper. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to look at the light paper, which is usually a much more toned down version of the white paper. I don't want this to get boring, but I'm literally just going to be doing my research out loud and show you guys what I do. So, deeply integrating blockchain and Internet of Things technologies, cyber physical chain, CPC chain or CP chain, builds new generation distribution IoT system architecture with decentralized and trustworthy characteristics. CP chain aims to reduce the cost of system connectivity, increase the value of open data sharing, and ensure user privacy and system security for IoT. So the thing I already see is that there's so many IoT coins out right now, and they all kind of are trying to do the same thing. And so if I don't see pretty quickly something unique about the coin that's going to differ it from the other IoT coins out there, I'm probably going to lose interest pretty quick. But, let's keep scrolling through. Existing IoT bottleneck problems. Cost. Centralization characteristics of the current IoT system causes the problem of poor interoperability and high interconnection cost among your devices and IT systems. Okay, so this is all stuff that I know. Just because IoT is one of the main focuses of blockchain because it can really help out in the space. CryptoCrag, good to see you in here. I didn't get to see your stream live, but I hope a lot of people did. I was at the gym. Got to make Gap big again. I'm gonna watch that right after. I know there's a full CP chain review out there. I don't look at other people's research. I don't trade based on other people's opinions. If I trade on my own opinion, and then if I'm wrong, I know exactly why I was wrong and I can learn from it. You'll never see me just copying other signals from other influencers or people in other groups. So from the light paper, it's just focusing on a more efficient way for IoT data to be transmitted, You know, there's like 10 to 20 coins out here doing the same thing. I'm not saying that's a problem. You know, someone said it's a $58 million market cap, so that's not a problem at all. But you know, I'd like to see something unique about it. They don't really focus on anything unique. They just say that it's a new distributed infrastructure for the next generation of IoT. Well, a project I'm investing in right now is autonomy, and it's the same kind of thing. And you know, I feel more comfortable investing in that because I know more about it right now, and there's going to be a lower valuation. So nothing really striking me as unique about this project right now. So next thing I would usually do is look at the team. A lot of people have said really good things about the team, and so let's see if other people's research is really what they say to be. So Dr. Long Chen, I can't pronounce it. Research interesting Internet of Things, distributed intelligent systems with blockchain. So let's look this guy up. I don't like that he's a professor. To be honest, professors are not usually very good at business, because when you're a professor, what happens is you're just so interested in the topic and you want to see it succeed, you don't care about it making money. And I'm an investor in this space. I'm not looking for projects that I can just, you know, stand by and put some money in and watch the project grow and my money not grow. You know, I want the space to succeed, but when I'm looking at this as an investor, I don't like seeing a professor being the main person of the team, even though it's the research and development team. That's a turnoff to me. If we look at him a little bit more, I keep seeing VeChain pop up. A lot of people say that they do have a VeChain partnership. But so let's see if we can find anything about this guy. So Department of Automation, he has 51 research items. That's really impressive. You know, if the other guys on the team are more business focused, then this isn't going to be a problem. But it looks like he has a lot of research in this field. You know, he's a professor studying with a special interest in this. So obviously he's going to have a lot of good research out on it. Like I said, from a business perspective and an investing perspective, you know, I can't get behind a professor. And him being the first person on the team, you know, I don't like seeing that. So let's look at the next guy, Dr. Zhao Bin, CP Chain co-founder, more than 12 years research and develop experience on communication, Internet of Things, and fintech. Extended experience in management of R&D teams. He has 3 patents on inventions in Internet of Things. That's good to see. He has patents in the area. Let's see what this guy did before. Let's find him. Co-founder, Dr. Zhao, fintech. What I'm trying to do right now is it says he has 12 years research and develop experience on communication. Again, what I'm saying is that's awesome that he does research in the area, but I want to see some business experience, because we see all these projects that have really good developers and really good developments, but they have no marketing and no person running the business properly, and you know, they're just sitting there dead. We saw this problem with Komodo for a while. Komodo's marketing is shit. They're one of the best projects, but they have absolutely no marketing. And it took them so long to get out there and for people to realize what they were doing that your money was just sitting around for a long time. I'm not really going to be looking at the comments until after I get through CP Chain, and then I'll look back and see what you guys said. You know, this is just a really lightweight version of my research, just to show you guys what I'm doing and thinking out loud, of course. So, I mean, I know that these guys are not US based, so it's a little bit harder to find information on them, but from a quick Google search, I have not found this guy having any the first 2 guys don't have any business background. Obviously they have a ton of experience in the area, but you know, I'm looking for someone who can bring the team forward, that can lead the team to success and return good money on my investment. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Early participant in the blockchain and digital currency, founder of the shared finance and HPB, participated in the preparation and investment of many projects. So this is kind of vague, but so here's a business guy. Let's see if we can find anything on him. Liaoning Technical University. Works at the China University of Mining and Technology. Research. Is this the right guy? I don't know if this is the right guy because his name's flipped. Doesn't seem like it's the right guy because this is a finance guy. So let's keep looking. Does anyone know if this is the right guy? Let's go to their Twitter. So another thing, you know, that's the next thing that I'm going to check is all their social media sources. CP chain. To see what kind of community there is because, you know, community, in my opinion, is one of the most important things there is. So Twitter, 3,000 people, not great. If this is their main Twitter, I don't know why they haven't posted in almost 2 months. That's a huge turnoff to me. This is their main Twitter, so this is reflecting really poorly and backing up what I was saying, where these guys are professors and really good in the area, but they have no marketing. And I know that's something that they can bring on later, but right now I don't want to invest in it and sit there for 2 months while they get their marketing together and their business plan together, because I know that they're going to have good technology, but anyone can make good technology, and more people are getting behind teams. And I think that worse teams than this would be able to succeed if they had better leadership and guidance on a business level. And the next thing is I only see 3 people on this team. You know, where's the rest of their team? Why do 3 guys have a $58 million company with no business plan, no business background? So far, I'm pretty turned off by all of this. You know, it's not a unique idea. They didn't show why their idea is better than the other IoT coins out there. Their team is really weak. Like I said, I don't like to invest in a team that is just a bunch of professors and researchers, because professors and researchers are ones that should be brought onto a team, you know, by people that are good at business. You know, if you don't like the way that sounds, then you're living in another world. I know it's a tech-heavy space, but if you notice, the coins that have been succeeding aren't even tech-heavy. Some of them aren't even that tech-heavy for the most part, just because they have marketing. I mean, you saw that BitConnect was a top 5, top 10 coin, and it's a shit coin. Nobody cares about the technology. It's just what do they see. I'm looking right here. The only coin with good marketing, in my opinion, is Dash. Dash has amazing marketing. Aside from that, like, marketing is just really weak all around in the space, and if you don't have anyone marketing, not a fan. Let's look at their Telegram. 471 members. You know, this is the Chinese chat. I'm sure there is an English one with more members, because there's a pretty good community behind it, or I thought there was a good community behind it. But, you know, from doing this, what did I do? 10 minutes of research. This is, you know, this is basically what I would do if I was looking at a new coin, almost exactly. It'd be a little bit more in depth because I'm not talking out loud and explaining every step. But at this point, I know that I'm not interested in this project. You know, maybe down the line when there's a better evaluation and they have some marketing and get their business plan together, then I'm on the wrong social media. What social media should I be on? It's CP Chain. It's a link to their website. So I don't know why people in the comments are saying I'm on the wrong social media. If you have a better Twitter, then link it in the comments so that I can look at it. But, you know, after this, I wouldn't be interested in the project. It's at 3 times ICO price. I don't think there's any reason for it to be at 3 times ICO price. Telegram has over 7,000 members. Yeah, I said that. I said this is probably the wrong Telegram. But if they have the wrong Telegram linked on their Twitter, then what kind of shit is this? You know, if I'm an investor and I go to their Twitter and they have the wrong Telegram linked, oh, they don't have the wrong Telegram linked. That's my bad. I don't know why they have 2 Telegrams right here. That's confusing. If you saw, I didn't even see that first one. So this Telegram group does have 8,000 members. That is a lot better. I'm assuming that they have 2 Telegram groups for different languages, but you know, that's one of the little things right here that I'm talking about. Like, why do you have 2 Telegram groups right there? You should have your main Telegram group right there. I almost just missed it. If I wasn't streaming with a bunch of people watching, I wouldn't have even found the Telegram group. So overall, pretty disappointed in CP Chain. Everyone who's been shilling it to me, you know, it might be a good investment. It's not something that I'm personally interested in. The team is lacking. I'm pretty turned off that there's no updates on Twitter for almost 2 months. On top of that, they only have 3 people listed on their team, you know, bringing up the team again. It's not unique. If you guys saw the article that I put out today, that Panama Crypto wrote, you know, I only invest in things that are protocols, platforms, or unique. I don't really see this unique in any sense. Secret Santa, this dude couldn't do a review on a potato. You are blocked. Okay. Did I get kicked out of Legolas? I'm still in Legolas. I'm going to look at the comments really quick to see if I missed anything. I'm not going to be talking about any coins today aside from the 3 that I'm reviewing. I don't want to talk about any coins that I'm invested in right now, and I just want this stream to show you guys how I do research, or how I start to do research. This is like the intro that I would do, and then if I was interested in the project, I would dive a lot deeper. Hopefully one of the next 2 projects I'm interested in, so I can show you guys what I would do after. Review about TNC, like I said, no other coins today. Cred to Gap, Friday Entertainment. You know, hopefully me and Cred can schedule our streams always like this. So you get the Bitcoin market analysis, then right after that you get into some mid and low caps. CP Chain have already announced partnerships with Qtum, Metaverse, Ven, and HPB. All of those are Chinese companies, I believe, except Qtum. You know, I don't really care about partnerships with other blockchain companies. That doesn't really impress me. You know, if they had a partnership with Microsoft or something, that would impress me. But I don't really care if these smaller coins have partnerships with bigger coins. That doesn't make a big difference to me. Some people think differently, but I don't think partnerships within the space are that big of a deal, unless I really just don't think that. Like I said, I don't think partnerships in the space are a big deal unless there's more behind it. Like, you know, a lot of times these companies announce partnerships and there's not much behind it, and they announce some advisors and they're not really working hard on the project. Like, people ask me all the time to say that, to you know, promote their project and say that I'm an advisor on it, but I don't feel comfortable doing that unless I'm going to actually be putting in a lot of effort into the project. And we see that more and more, that people are just putting their name on things so that they can shamelessly shill it or increase their value. And I'm not saying this is what CP Chain is doing, but I don't care about partnerships within the space. Alright. Unfortunately, this coin looks like garbage. I'm not saying it's garbage, but I would not invest in it at this time. I'm sure there's going to be developments down the road. They just got listed on BBox, and they're only on EtherDelta. Their ICO finished recently, so you know there's plenty of room for growth. It's just, I think that it's overvalued in my opinion at this price. I don't think this should be a $50 million market cap. I think maybe $15 million market cap. They have a partnership with SAIC. SAIC. SIAC CP Chain. CP Chain partners with SAIC Motors, China's largest car manufacturer. No details, no partnership. So, you know, if they did partner with China's largest car manufacturer, I think they would, you know, maybe put it on their website, maybe put it on their Twitter. So let's see, is it on their website? They haven't even put news on their website since January 24th. This is, I know it's not in English, but this is Qtum. I don't see anything about SAIC, so I'm going to call bullshit on that right now, because I don't see anything about it. I'm still... In addition to securing a pilot program with SAIC Corporation, that's not a partnership. That's a pilot program. Has the potential to turn into a long-term partnership. So you guys just, someone says partnership and then everyone gets behind it and everyone talks about the coin. This is basically means that like SAIC is guiding them. This doesn't mean that they're partnered. It even says right here, has the potential to turn into a long-term partnership. This is why I don't listen to other people and I do my own research and I listen to my own opinions, because I can easily see why someone would think that they have a partnership with SAIC. You know, this is really vague. They're in a pilot program. Sounds like SAIC is looking to get into blockchain and they're like, oh, let's just throw a couple guys at CP Chain because it's also a Chinese company. And, you know, maybe we can devote a little bit of resources to help them grow as a company. This doesn't mean that, like, oh, we're partners, we're going to implement their technology. So, and again, this is why I do mid and low caps. I don't do Bitcoin. I suck at Bitcoin. I'm never going back to Bitcoin. Crypto credit. I think it's important to look at the nature of the partnerships as well, what the collaboration entails. Lots of people just see the partner and FOMO in. Exactly. And, you know, a lot of people have been FOMOing in on things like this when in the fine details, they don't have an SAIC partnership. All right, let's go on to the next one. The next one I know absolutely nothing about, not even a smidge. I barely even know the ticker. It is APX, I think. Ooh, really low market cap. Wait, no, this is the wrong coin. What did I say I was gonna do? Is this the wrong coin? AXP. Like I said, this one I know nothing about. People keep asking me, so I'm gonna do it. Expire. All right, again. Doesn't show the market cap, obviously means it's really newly listed. When I say not going back to Bitcoin, you mean trading or investing? I mean I'm just done doing TA on Bitcoin. I'm horrible at it. You know, I'm going back to low caps. AXP is pretty bad. I'll be the judge if it's pretty bad. That CP chain was pretty underwhelming. For the amount of people that have been shilling me, I'm kind of disappointed. Again, only listed on IDEX and EtherDelta. I believe that, all right, Secret Santa, you need to stop trolling. How do I get this guy out? Report. Harassment or bullying. You're a bully, bro. This guy is harassing me. Reported. I do watch every single one of Cred's streams. I'm trying to learn more Bitcoin TA. But, you know, that's not my specialty. And this was just listed on KuCoin, I think. I don't want to say it was when it wasn't, so let's look real quick. Let's go to where markets, APX, AXP. All right, so it was listed on KuCoin. You know, KuCoin has been listing a lot of new coins. Nothing wrong with that. Whoa, okay. So this is a trend I've actually been seeing of a lot of ICOs that are being listed, and they kind of just start dying. And I don't know if it's because of the market or if because of all these ICOs were just way oversold. And not way oversold, or if all these ICOs were just really overbought and like people were just throwing money at anything, because that's definitely what I've noticed. And a lot of these are shit, and I'm starting to look at them, and I'm glad I didn't get into a lot of these ICOs. So I'm gonna ignore the comments again for a couple minutes and go to. I'm gonna show you guys exactly again what I would do. I'd like to see the market cap there. I understand it's a new coin, so they're not gonna have the market cap listed. Again, I don't see a link to the Bitcoin Talk. Kind of annoying. You know, Bitcoin Talk, although it's like a rugged looking form, it has a lot of really good information, and you can see the general community around it and the kind of support they have. And usually if there's like some scam parts or like some things that are rumors floating around that are false, you'll see people call it out in the Bitcoin Talk forums. And not seeing that here, I mean, I'm sure I could Google it, but you know, I like just clicking buttons. Let's go to their website. Wait a moment. Okay, Expire. We are building the world's first blockchain-based spend management system. What is a spend management system? I speak English and that just sounds wrong. Blockchain-based spend management system. All right, so I don't know what that means, but Expire has launched this latest technology innovation into the fund administration services space. Expire will initially serve to help asset and fund administrators and managers at banks, hedge funds, private equity firms, and others to deal with the resource and timely cost process of allocating and apportioning outside vendor costs to each fund or split of funds as is appropriate based on the deal. So it sounds like they're you know, a management platform that's going to help institutional money handle their different costs and things. So you know, right away it's not too clear what they're doing. It's not a problem, but I've noticed a lot of these shittier ICOs, when you go to the website, like, you can't figure out, not that you can't figure out what it is, but they just don't have a really good, you know, 1 or 2 line summary of what they are. And that's not a problem, but, you know, it's a little bit of, it's something that I'd like to see. If you go to a pretty good coin, their website, when you get there instantly, you know exactly what it is, and you can figure out from a 1 or 2 sentence summary what they're planning on doing. Again, sorry, I'm ignoring the comments. I'm just trying to get through this. So cloud-based and AI-enabled blockchain payment processing company. You know, there's a lot of these coming out, but one of them is going to be big. We are a real company with real revenues. Our business is a spin-off from LSG LLC, an insurtech software as a service that has a history of working with Fortune 500 and household name clients such as Nike, Coca-Cola, and the NFL. So this is, I really like this so far. What they're saying right here is that they're already a company probably bringing in revenue. They have been working with big companies, Fortune 500 companies. I'm sure in the spend management, if that's a thing. I've never heard of it. But it seems like they have experience, and when we go and look at the team later, I'm sure we'll see people coming from pretty big companies with significant positions. And if we don't see that, then that means you know, they're bluffing, and this is not something that I would invest in. So they're being pretty bold right here with this statement, and when I go and look up the team, I want to see you know, job positions that back this up. Don't you want to verify? Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, again, I'm ignoring the comments for now. I don't want to get lost. So our team consists of the prior LSG C-suite with over 90 years of combined experience in the software-enabled payment systems. So I get what it is. Let's look at the token distribution. You know, something I want to look for is some bonus levels that they gave out and how they're keeping the tokens. So as mentioned, the TG in pre-sale will be responsible for the distribution of 75% of the token. So 30% of the available tokens in pre-sale, that's fine. I don't like that 75% is going to be in circulation unless there's a reason. I don't know too much about the project yet, but we will see what's going on. Let's see, let's keep on going down. So here's the team. It's actually better to look at the team from here and look them up on LinkedIn. So, oh, they have, see, this is better. You know, they have the 4 main people, and they have their LinkedIn right there. If you saw on the CP Chain website, there was no information about them. There was just 3 guys. I'm sure that we could find the rest of the team on here as well. All right, so Gary R. Markham, he's obviously the CEO of Axpire. I just want to look and see his history, like where did he end up, how did he end up here? And so, advisor to the board at Praxiva. I don't know what Praxiva is, I could look at it, but executive chairman of LSG LLC. And so we keep seeing that, so let's look up what LSG LLC is. LSG Solutions, software company, just like they said. He must have been pretty close to one of the original founders if he was there since 2006. So let's check out LSG Solutions, services. So they're focused on technology solutions centered on Oracle applications. Some of our services include list of services. I want to see their clients. So their customers. Chesapeake Energy, that's a pretty big company that they work for. Perform business analysis services for Chesapeake's Lease Activity Management System initiative. Okay, so that's good. I don't know what Devon Energy is. Don't know what OCAST is. Oklahoma Secretary of State. That's pretty cool. So in providing long-term Oracle DBA production support services for them. So, you know, this is something that you like to see. As these guys are they used to work at this company, and they obviously moved over to Axpire because they wanted to get in the blockchain industry, I'm sure. So, you know, this is checking out. LSG Solutions is okay. Obviously, I would look more into it if I'm going to continue on, but this is just my preliminary research before I would look more in depth into something. So that was the first guy. Let's go to the second guy, the CFO. You know, as a CFO, we want to see. So again, we see that he just worked for LSG and was a CFO. You know, that means he has a lot of experience, especially if LSG was a really successful company. But he didn't have much experience otherwise. LSG again. And what does this guy do? Co-founder. LSG again. So what I'm seeing from the team is they basically all left LSG or, you know, moved over from it. Not a problem. I definitely would want to look much more in depth into LSG LLC, because if they had a successful company there, there's no reason that they won't have the same type of successful company in this industry, considering they're trying to do solve the same problem just on a different scale. So, you know, we can go to BBB. I want to see, where's their rating? There are no reviews. Bankruptcy. Okay, that just, they would report on it. So I'm trying to find more information on this LSG LLC. So what could we do for that? Well, let's go back to the website. Open up the blog. Partners. So they're partnered with Oracle, Microsoft certified partner. Obviously, these partnerships are all very relevant to what they do, so that's good as well. They're up to date. I want to find like their income. I want to see if they're making good money. What does LSG stand for? Does it say? LSG Solutions LLC company information and revenue. This is the right company. They're out of Oklahoma. I'm assuming that this is the right company because they had the partnership with the Oklahoma thing. Look on Hoover's for revenue. I'll try that next. So, not too much here. Oh, detailed information. Annual revenue estimates 1 million to 2.5 million. It's not great. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So I'd like to see the evaluation of Axpire right now. You know, there's price to earnings ratios that you use to evaluate normal companies. Obviously, they're much different in the cryptocurrency field. But, you know, this isn't a substantial amount of revenue, but it shows that they have had revenue. It doesn't show their costs or their profits. So I'm going to try this Hoover's. I've never used Hoover's, but someone put it in the comments. LSG Solutions LLC. So I don't really know how this website works. I'll try one more time. Search. Come on. Alright, scratch that. But so, you know, they have a successful business, or maybe not successful. They have a business that brings in revenue. They've managed 10 to 19 employees. I'm hoping that so there's 4 of the 19 employees, 10 to 19 employees that are on this team now. Not a problem. I'd like to find out if their business was successful and the kind of profits that they brought in. That's something I'll have to look up later. Advisor boards, Roger Ver. I know what you guys are going to say, but you know, that's a big advisor to have, even though it's pretty controversial. He obviously has been in the space for a while. A lot of people don't like him, but I'm sure that he's not going to try and get on an unsuccessful project. I don't personally know how many projects he's on, but I don't see him that often, so that's kind of a significant partnership. Mate Toke, I don't know who he is, but Bitcoin.com, so he's obviously a Bitcoin Cash guy as well. Let's see who their business strategy advisor is, because like I was saying, this is one of the most important things to me. How are they going to give me a return on my investment? I don't think that's the right guy, is it? Strawn Mackenzie Nobu. Is it? Yeah, that looks it. I think. No, maybe. I don't know why these guys' LinkedIn's aren't linked. Okay, there's probably not another guy named Strawn Mackenzie. So, oh, I see what it is. That's his business. Nobu. Nobu is his business. Nobu Hospitality. So, what is Nobu Hospitality? One of luxury's 25 most innovative brands. All right. The first Nobu hotel opened in 2013 as a boutique hotel within Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. So, you know, he obviously works with very high-class clients. I'm sure it's a successful company. Let's look it up. Nobu revenue and profits. Nobu Hospitality. See, this is what I was expecting to find in the other company. Oh, this is the Hoover's website someone mentioned. Okay. So, let's see their... What? Do I have to pay for this? View company report. Oh, they're going to make me pay for it. No, I'm cheap. I'm really cheap. Billionaire Packers Crown buys stake in Nobu for $100 million. So, Nobu must be a pretty legitimate company. If Australian Casino Group bought a percent Nobu. So this guy's probably a pretty good advisor. I like what I see from the team. The advisors, I like the advisors. The team, I don't know yet because I have to look more into LSG, LLC. But it seems like it was a functioning company. It's in the same space, and they had some revenues. So, you know, so far I'm interested. Definitely interested. Clients we have worked with. This is a pretty legitimate list. If these are clients that these guys have actually worked with, I doubt they would lie about it. So, you know, we see Coca-Cola that they mentioned the white paper, IBM, huge, KFC. Doesn't KFC hate Bitcoin, or was that was Jack in the Box? Cisco, Costco, Nike, NFL. These guys have worked with huge clients. So, definitely interested. Let's look at the roadmap. Q1, engage customers in use of Xplayer for additional compliance-focused applications. Release updated version of Revolver incorporating distributed ledger technology. Okay, so the thing that I still don't know that well is how are they exactly going to do this, you know, like what their main focus is. Pretty big team. I obviously don't really know much about the space that they're in, so I would have to figure out, you know, more about it, but everything right now is checking out. I don't know the market cap. Let's find the circulating supply. Just saw in the white paper. 262.5 million. So calculator, my trusty calculator, and 262,500,000 times 0.0567. So market cap is 15 million right now. I don't see that being a problem at all. That's a pretty good evaluation, in my opinion. The hard cap was 20 million. I'm curious to see if they hit their hard cap or not. If they hit their hard cap, that means that they're about 25% below the ICO price. If they didn't hit their hard cap, then, you know, that's not a problem, but we're going to want to see why. So, definitely interested in here. What would my next steps be? So my next steps from here would be, first of all, I need to find out more information on LSG, LLC. I want to see the valuation of that company. I would like to see that company worth between 15 to $20 million because that's how much their new company is worth. If it's within 5 million of that range, then I will be perfectly fine with it. You know, if all these guys left a company that was worth $20 million and they just started a new company and raised $20 million, you know, nothing seems wrong about that. In addition to that, I would go to the AXP Bitcoin Talk. I'm sure they have a Bitcoin Talk forum. I would look through this. I'm not going to do it right now just because I don't want to be streaming for more than like 40 minutes and I want to get to the last coin. And then the last thing that I didn't do yet that I'm going to do really quick is go to their social media because I'm obviously huge on social media. I'll give them the follow. As of now, they have the GAT approval. You know what I mean? Social media. They have multiple tweets from yesterday. Another partnership announcement. Like I said, I don't care about partnerships within the space, but you know, still good to see that they're at least out there with marketing, saying, "Look what we're doing. These are good things." They just got listed on KuCoin. The eBay for procurement. See, this is what I like to see. They have a lot of updates. There was a few days off, but this is a good looking Twitter. Let's see their Telegram group. 7,300 members. That's pretty good. What's the environment in here like? Official admins list. This is what happens when you have people that are experienced in business bringing out projects. You can bring on developers really easily, but like this is a very clean post. This gives me all the information that I need. We just got listed on KuCoin. This is the distribution. If you have any questions, here's where you can get help. These are the admins in here. You know, we want to get listed on another exchange. Here's how to do it. Here is how you add a custom token. I'm assuming it's an ERC20 token. Right here, you can see how you would add it on your wallet so you can see it. Dashboard login, I don't know what that is. You know, no one on the team will ask you for funds. This is really clean, and this is professional. So, so far I'm impressed with this. Like I said, I'm definitely going to look more into that. I don't own any yet, but it piqued my interest. I'll look in the comments for a couple minutes before we go into WePower. All right. Chesapeake Energy has been in the crapper for the past year. Yeah, I know that, but it's still a big company that they worked on. LSG is a very small SaaS agency. That's fine. I just want to see that they're successful and that the amount of money that they raised in the ICO is kind of on point with the valuation of their company. The Gob one, I will keep putting out good content. You know, like I said, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'm finally comfortable in my new living situation, and I want to be putting out a lot of content. Team is one of the most important aspects. I agree. I look at the team differently than other people. Sometimes I don't really value the team as much, especially if it's a protocol or a platform. But on something like Xpire, the teams can be really important. We need business people there. Look for AdBank next time. I will do that soon. Connor Devine, thanks for doing this. You know, this is what I like to do, and I hope this is helping people. And also, this will be posted after for anyone who missed it or wants to go back through it. So the last one I said I would do is WePower. I said I wasn't in any of these tokens, but I was in the WePower ICO. So I do have some WePower. You know, just full disclosure. I didn't look into it as much as I should have before getting into the ICO. It was kind of like, you know, we're closing the pre-sale. Are you in or are you out? And, you know, should have done more research on it at the time, but I do own some WePower. All right, so WePower. Again, I know it's new, so market cap's not there. It's a little bit weird that they don't have the total supply here. I understand that they don't have the circulating supply. Perfect. This has the Bitcoin Talk website. And I can find the social media later. We look, it's only listed on IDEX right now. Again, I really like this kind of thing where it's not listed on a big exchange yet, because I want to get in before other people are in. This is a case where I'm in from the ICO, but you know, if it's still near ICO price, which I believe it is, then you know, I'll stock up on more before it gets added to a big exchange. Because if I'm going to invest in a project and I'm confident in it, I'll put a decent amount of my portfolio there, knowing that it will bring pretty good returns. So, oh, it just got listed on KuCoin. So WePower is on IDEX, or IDEX and KuCoin. I bet if we look at KuCoin, all three of these coins have the same chart where they got listed and died, because that's what's happening with these ICOs. WP, it's not listed on KuCoin. Huobi, ooh, Huobi is a really big listing. Huobi. If it's on Huobi, this is one of the bigger exchanges, and that's a pretty significant listing, especially coming right out of the ICO. I believe that they distributed their tokens on February 1st. I don't see it. Oh, that's USDT markets. Where is the search? I don't use Huobi, but I'm going to take your word for it that it's on Huobi. So let's go to the Bitcoin Talk first, because the other ones didn't have Bitcoin Talks, and I think it's really helpful for me to show you what I would do in the Bitcoin Talk. because, like I said, really kind of primitive looking form, but it is so powerful, and the information you get from it is really important. And we have all the links right here: white paper, Twitter, LinkedIn, nice, Telegram. So we'll open all those later. And this is what I was saying about the other two that I didn't see. WePower is a blockchain-based green energy trading platform. It enables to finance green energy projects to invest into and trade green energy. This is that one-liner that, you know, it's not that important, but every website should have it. Like, I should be able to go to a website and in one line I should know what you're doing and why. And then under here, you know, this is the what they're doing and this is the why. In these 4 sentences, I know exactly what's going on. I see a lot of bounty campaigns. That's good. It helps get the word out. So some things I'm looking for in the Bitcoin talk is I read the intro from the devs or whoever's running their forum, and then what I do is I actually go to the most recent page and I go all the way down and I just kind of look at what people have been saying, because like I said, a lot of people are brutally honest on the Bitcoin talk forum, and that's a very good thing. You know, if there's some sort of scamminess going on, or if there's some people saying false things about it, there will be someone that definitely points it out on the Bitcoin talk. I'll get to the comments after this. I know there's a few comments, but let's keep going. A few information. This bounty campaign was closed on December 5th. It seems some people don't read and think that this campaign is still running. So that's not important. You know, just some Twitter reports. None of this is important. Any update on the payout? So the Bitcoin talk actually is not very active. It hasn't been active since December 20th, so this isn't going to help us too much. Let's go to the white paper. 46 pages. You know, quality over quantity. I'm not saying that it's not all quality, but some of the lengthier white papers, you know, in the 40 to 70 page range, a lot of them are just fluff, and I don't like to see that. But so when I get in the white paper, you know, I like to see the summary. Let's read through the summary. Enables renewable energy producers to raise capital by issuing their own energy tokens. These tokens represent energy that commit to produce and deliver. Energy tokenization standardizes, simplifies, and opens globally currently existing energy investment ecosystem. So I'm wondering if they're creating their own blockchain. You know, from this saying where they can issue their own tokens. So, you know, without anything else, let's just go and get to the platform and token structure. WePower is a blockchain-based green energy trading platform. It connects energy buyers directly with the green energy producers and creates an opportunity to purchase. WePower uses energy tokenization to standardize, simplify. Okay, they said that earlier. I'm just, right now what I'm looking to see is if they're going to be their own platform. I'm sure they're ERC20 right now. Acts as an independent energy supplier, allowing WePower platform to be connected to the energy grid and the local energy exchange market, as well as energy and end users. So what I'm wondering right now, you know, from what I've read, and usually I would be reading this more in depth, but I'm just trying to give a quick overview, is how are they producing energy right now? You know, do they already have a successful running company? And if we go down to, assuming this is the business case and roadmap. So they were born in January 2017. You know, they've been around a year, and they obviously did some things before their token sale, which is a good sign. They didn't just immediately do a token sale. 1,000 megawatt project pipeline secured. MVP launched. That's another good thing. Deal for grid integration test. Signed 14 energy engineers to join the project. So before they raised any money and before they got into a crowd sale, they secured the project, and they, you know, they made some deals. So from my understanding right now, pretty quickly, they are going to be providing energy and allowing other energy companies to tokenize their energy, I guess, through their platform. And so pre-sale 3 million, public sale, let's see how much they raised in the public sale. But first, so what is the team focused on? They want their first clients in Spain by August 2018. 6-month roadmap for their first clients. That's not a big deal. Not usually something that I would be investing in just because I'm more of a short-term trader, but I was already in the ICO, so I'm more inclined to hold the tokens. Testing the platform in September 2018. launching WePower in Spain in November 2018, expanding to neighboring countries. So their goal is to be launched in Spain by the end of the year. That would be pretty amazing progress. Let's get into their model. I'm looking for some pictures because I don't really want to read all this right now. Okay, here we go. Green energy producers donate 0.9% of the energy financed through the platform. WePower tokens accrue green energy donated by renewable energy producers. WePower token holders can use or sell the donated green energy once it is, oh, they have a typo. So, isn't there another one? Is Power Ledger the one that's similar to this? I know that there's another company doing something similar. So I see, yeah, Power Ledgers in the comments. Good. So this is actually a really positive thing that there's another company in the space, because competition is one of the best things for business. When you have someone competing with you head to head, you work harder, and it really leads to more development. You know, if there was a monopoly in an industry, then there would be no development. We see it right now with cable companies right now, like Xfinity has no competition really, so they just do whatever the fuck they want. Whereas, you know, there's some cable companies that are rising, and we've seen Xfinity start to get their customer service and other things together. So I actually really like that there is competition, and this also allows me to easily evaluate the project, because I can look into Power Ledger, I can see what the differences are, and I can see where WePower is compared to Power Ledger, you know, in terms of development of the project. And I see that this has a $270 million market cap. I'm sure that WePower has around a $15 to $20 million market cap. So I'd be more inclined to invest in WePower, because that's a potential 10 to 15x if they are a true competitor to Power Ledger. Obviously, we have to look more into the two teams. We have to look into see where they are along the line in development, but this is a huge signal to me that I have a solid investment I can make if everything else checks out, because I could easily see a 10 to 15x in the 1 year, and 10 to 15x in 1 year is pretty solid gains. So you know, I would read through the whole white paper, but I just want to do a few other things. So I want to go to their website, and I want to look at the team. Well, it's right here, so let's look at the Telegram. 45,000 Telegram members. That's really, really impressive. So, big, powerful buy signal for me. Same with the Twitter. Let's see if the Twitter is well managed. Multiple tweets today. You know, they're putting out blog posts and different things, so another very big positive sign. So far, I'm impressed with here. If we go back over why I'm impressed, the main thing is they have competition in the space that's trading at least 10 times higher than them. And, you know, if both projects check out, obviously you want to invest in the one that has more potential for growth. Their social media is really good. I didn't read much of the white paper, but obviously that's something that I would review later. The next thing is the LinkedIn. I want to see their team, and that's the last thing I'll really do with you guys. I feel like I pretty much showed you exactly what I would do to get started. You saw that I'm obviously not interested in CP chain, so I would leave it there. Down the road, if there's pretty substantial developments, then obviously I'll go and look at it again. But from looking at WePower and Expire, I'm definitely interested in them just from my preliminary search. The next thing I'm going to do is read the full white papers. For Expire, I want to read the white paper and get a better understanding of their business and compare it to if there's anything else in the space to compare market caps. On top of that, I want to look more into that LLC that all those guys were working for before to see if the valuations check out, because I want the company that they were working for previously to be worth about the same amount of money as they raised. For WePower, I'm going to read the white paper, and then I'm going to read the Power Ledger white paper. I'm going to figure out what the differences are. If they're substantial, then maybe, you know, if I'm interested, I would buy both of them. But if they're pretty similar, then I would most likely invest in WePower if the team checked out and I like the white paper, just because of the potential for growth. I'm going to look at the comments and I'm going to finish up. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, feel free to write them now. It might have been a little bit of a long, boring stream, but I just wanted to show you guys how I do my preliminary research, because you know, I get asked it a lot, and it is boring, and it takes a while, and it's a lot of just digging and digging. But once you learn to do your own research on stuff like this, you know, it's really easy to find out what's legit and what's not. The main thing we saw with CP Chain is people were shilling all these partnerships and all these things about it. And when you look at the fine details, you know, it wasn't there. And again, what I saw with CP Chain is there's so many people shilling it and really strongly behind it, and the price isn't moving. And, you know, those people are going to just eventually end up dumping their tokens. Whereas with WePower, I haven't really seen as much shilling with it, and it has really good potential to growth compared to its competitor. So I'm really attracted to it by that. Axpire, I haven't really seen much shilling. Just a couple people in my group have been asking me to check it out, and obviously it was just added to KuCoin, so there's been some interest. I'm going to look at the comments. KJ just shilled Dragon. Get on Dragon. Oh, so about Dragon, I'm actually going to get an update from the team pretty soon. I'm trying to get on a phone call with the CEO. I would be careful about WePower because they had sponsored campaign on social media. There's nothing wrong with a sponsored campaign on social media, especially if it's for an ICO. You know, it's really difficult to market these products, and traditional marketing does not work in the space. So a bounty campaign does not bother me at all unless they're paying out ridiculous amounts for that bounty campaign. A bounty campaign is actually one of the best ways to get people to talk about your project. Although, you know, it might be them sharing it before they actually do research, but it gets the name out there. And it also allows people to get some of the tokens. You know, when you have 500 or 1,000 people you're giving really small bounties to, they become token holders, and they want everything to succeed. They want things to work out. So I have no problem with the bounty campaign at all. Let's see. CryptoCred, love seeing you in here. I'm actually going to go and watch CryptoCred's live stream right after this because I missed it right before mine. I got to get up to date with my Bitcoin because I haven't really looked too much at the market today. Power Ledger is gaining partnerships all over the world, plus they know how to squeeze. Again, that's something that I need to look into. A lot of people talk about partnerships when they're not really there. Like we just saw, I keep bringing it up, we just saw that with CP Chain. A lot of people talk about partnerships when they're not really partnerships. And a lot of people will just like put their name on things. But, you know, you just have to really be careful because there aren't a lot of people who actually read through, there aren't a lot of people who actually read through the white paper and read through all these forums. And that's how there's so many details that end up being wrong and shilled. And so that's the main reason, like I said, that I don't follow other people's calls. I only follow my own calls and my own research, because if I screw up the research, then I know that I did something wrong and I can learn from it. WePower presale, big amount, tokens sold to big companies and small individual capped whitelist. You know, that we're seeing that more and more. And for WePower, I think that they do want big companies being I think they do want big companies investing in them. 0.2 ETH limit for WePower ICO. I don't see that as a problem. That's actually more fair, because the problem with ICOs right now is everything's just selling out in the pre-sale, just like an IPO. So by limiting the amount of Ethereum, you have, like I said, more people getting coins, and that helps to build a much stronger community. I actually really like that model of the really small hard cap on the pre-sale. I don't see anything wrong with it, and I think it allows more people to get tokens. CP Chain was all private sale. I don't even want to see CP Chain anymore. I'm not a fan of that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. My streaming schedule is on my Twitter. My next stream will be Sunday night. And like I said, I'm going to post this after, so if you missed it, you'll be able to watch it. All right, have a good weekend, everyone.